shammooz Gyaan Ed Tech educational tools for all. So this is the last video in the series Nearpod tutorial, and in this video we will see how to integrate your Nearpod lesson to Google Classroom and how to access your Nearpod from your Google Classroom. And you can also see some teacher preview and student preview in this video. Actually, I messed up the editing, and this was said in the earlier video also. But it's in this video we are going to see how Nearpod looks from a teacher preview as well as a student preview. And I will also leave a self-paced lesson, a sample lesson for you to explore. And I'll give the link in the description box. Please try to explore Nearpod and see it yourself whether it can be used in your classrooms or not. So that's it, and now to the video.
So my sample lesson is ready here. I will launch it in live participation mode so that you'll get an idea about how it all works. My Nearpod lesson is ready, and I have got a 5-lettered code here, and I can email or I can share it via social networking sites, or I can send the link. I can even integrate it to my Google Classroom, Remind, or Microsoft Teams. If I click this Google Classroom, I'll be asked to choose a class in which this has to be shared, and to choose an action, whether it has to be shared as a create assignment, question, or announcement, or material. So if it's an assignment for my learners, I can just create assignment and I can go. I can give this assignment title. So it can be Nearpod activity, and I can give all those instructions, and I can assign it to my learners. So that's how it's done. I have posted to my class. I can just view the post now. It's here. Shamnan posted a new assignment, Nearpod activity. Now I'll show you something. I'll just copy this code. I'll open a Nearpod tab once again so that I can join the lesson. I'll join a lesson. I'll enter the code here and submit to join a lesson. So this is what a student gets. Welcome to your lesson. This is my name given there, and if I want to add some optional name, I can just give the optional name as well and join the lesson. So now on screen you can see two tabs. Here this is my teacher view, and this is my student view here. So the teacher would start the lesson now. Here this is the interactive mode. This is the teacher view. That's where you can find all those points there where the interactions would appear. And since this is the student mode, you cannot find all these things here. Now when the video is played here, learner can also play the video. So at this point there's an activity, so the video gets paused here and the teacher can give the activity, and this is the teacher view. Do you think people are affected because of COVID-19? And this is the student view. The student can answer yes, no, or not sure. The student can submit the answer. Once you submit your answer, you won't be able to change it. Okay, no problem. The student will submit the answer now, and the teacher will get correct answers, 100% correct answer. Incorrect answer is 0%. And if the teacher wants to share this solution to others, the teacher can share it, and that would be visible in all those student devices. Well, now we'll continue with the interactive video. The teacher will continue with the video. This is a live session going on, and the student will also play the video. Now at this point we have an interactive question coming, and the teacher will give that question there. So it's an activity. How can we stay positive? And the learner will just give an answer there and submit. Once again, are you sure you need to submit? Yes. And here the teacher gets the answer. Teacher can share with others so that the students can see a model of the answer there. Stay happy, that's the answer submitted by a student. And if the teacher doesn't want to share this, she can just stop sharing. And again the teacher can continue with the video. One more activity comes there at this point. So teacher will start the activity there. Why should we stay home? That's the question. Here you can see that question, why should we stay home? And the student has to answer. And so now you can see that the participation is 0% here because the student has not yet submitted the answer. Now when the student submit the answer, you get 100% participation because we have got only one student right now, and that's why we have got 100% participation. And if the teacher has to save the answer, this is the answer to save ourselves and others. And if the teacher wants to share it with the class, he or she can do that. So this is how an interactive video works in Nearpod. Now the teacher can move to the next question so that you can see that the screen on the student device also changes. So here the teacher gets a message. This slide contains video. Where would you like this video to be played? All devices or this device only? Can give it as all devices. And here's the video for the learner. And here this is the immersive reader mode, which was explained earlier. And this works only for a slide that's created in Nearpod. So the student can also play the video, and the student can also watch the video. I have not added any text here, so only the teacher is the text available there. And if I have added some extra text, the student would have read it there. I included only one text there, teacher. If I had included more text, the student would have read out everything there. Here teacher. I have option to, the student has the option to teacher. Play the text there, to change its settings, its speed, its selection, voice selection, male voice or female voice, and the appearance of the text, the font size, the theme and everything, and grammar options and everything. This is a noun, that's why it's in purple. If the student has enabled all these things, it would be easy for the student to learn. So here the student gets the code of the lesson, his profile, and an option to exit if he doesn't want to continue in the lesson. So here, this is the third slide the teacher plays. Sorry, not the third slide. This is the fourth slide the teacher plays, and the student can see this, read this here.
Plan cell. You will see a 3D view. OS plan cell. Write about it in 100 words.
So the speed was
Plan cell. You will see a 3D view. OS plan cell. Write about it in 100 words.
so that's how this immersive reader works. And now this is the teacher view and this is the student preview. The teacher need not do anything. This is left to the student. This is a student activity. The student can just go through. And this is the next slide with simulations. The student can do that simulation. That's it. And if the teacher wants to add an activity in between, she has got the option to do that here. A slide, a true or false question or something. The answer is true, and the teacher can share this question now so that the student gets a true or false question there. PHET is all about science. Okay, if the student gives it as false, here you can find that only one student is there, Shamna answer, 0 correct answer, 0 incorrect answer, 100% no answer. And here is an option to share. PHET is all about science, and this is the option. If I want to enable if the student wants to enable the read mode, immersive read mode, the student can do that.
Fat is all about science. A true, B false.
Well, that's it. And the student gives the option false here. The answer is submitted, and here it's 100% incorrect answer is what the teacher got. So this can help the teacher to assess the learners, to reflect on his or her own teaching, and to decide whether they have to go for a remedial teaching or something else, whether they have to change the teaching style or something else. Well, that's it. And if the teacher wants to share the answer, the teacher can share the answer. So this is an incorrect answer the teacher got. Here teacher can show the names of the students or hide the names of the students. It's up to the teacher to decide. Now teacher can close this activity. So that was something added on the spot. Now teacher can go to the next slide. So this is VR mode. The teacher can ask some question like you have to go through the railway station you find here, and you have to write about that, something like that. What do you find here? You find a man sitting there. That's good. You have got stairs and glass railings and everything. You have got some sculptures of lion or something else. So it seems it appears like a shopping complex or something, right? So now the teacher can move to the next slide. And this is from BBC News. Teacher can play the slide here, play the video here. Student can also play the video there.
Cute, yes. Sophisticated, absolutely. But the fully autonomous robot
Student can
companion of
play
my
the
dreams?
video here.
Not yet.
So now
Why are we still
the teacher
waiting
can move to the
to come
next
to
activity.
Edinburgh?
So this is the web content added to the lesson, the form that the teacher wants the learner to do. So the learner can do all those things. And finally submit it. So now this is the Microsoft sway activity. Learner can go through the presentation. And here is the slideshow. The learner can see all those pictures here of those happy babies and take part in the activity. Now this is the PDF viewer the teacher has included, and the science, this week in science. So it's here, the PDF. And here is an audio. So this is the audio. The same you can find as my background music. Now this is the 14th slide. This is time to climb activity, and teacher can choose how to set this activity. Teacher can select a time to climb theme. Teacher can either choose Himalaya or space or underwater. If the teacher wants to add some extra activity on the spot, here's the option available for that. And if the teacher wants to switch to student mode, here's the option. So now it's time for the time to climb activity. The teacher can select the theme for time to climb. This teacher will select underwater and continue. Now the learner has to select the avatar. I think this learner will go with this avatar. And here the teacher is waiting for players. 0 connected. Hit start when ready. Now the learner can hit start so that the learner is connected here, and the teacher can start giving the questions. So what is 3D Nearpod? It's 3-dimensional images. Now the learner climbs. Here is the second question. Where did we go in virtual trip? So the answer was Switzerland. So the learner gets extra points here and climbs. So this is how the time to climb activity works like. And here it's the matching the pair activity. Kindly match the pairs. And here time for matching the pair. You have got 1 minute 30 seconds because we have set it so. Now we will start the activity. Teacher can start the activity. Here this is the student view. Three-dimensional image, and this is 3-dimensional image. Sway and sway. Well done. 2 tries. Wait for your teacher to continue with the session. Yes, it shows that the learner Shamna Ansar has matched it. She has taken 2 pairs. If the teacher wants to view that, can be viewed here. And now we'll move to the next activity. Draw your favorite fruit and write a paragraph about it. You can include details like why it is important and everything. Okay, now the learner can pick something and start drawing like the favorite fruit. So it's apple, and the learner can write something like apple is my favorite, and submit the drawing so that the teacher can get the drawing here. It shows the student has submitted. Now this is the next activity. So this is flip grid activity. Introduce yourself. The student has to record a response here. So this is the question. Student can record a response here and do this activity. Now this slide is a collaborate board, and here you have something like, would you like to approve student comments before they are posted? So if the teacher wants to approve the student comment, she can just give yes, so that when the student answers something here, the student gets something like pending approval, and the teacher gets it here whether to approve it or not. We'll see this collaborate board once again. Would you like to approve student comments before they are posted? If the teacher says that no approval is required, the student can post anything here. So that would be visible on the screen of the teacher. The teacher can like some comments, like some answers, or if the teacher want to delete some answers, the teacher can delete the answer. So the student get it as the card was deleted. And if the teacher wants to share this, the teacher can do that also. Share this board via social networking or link or email, or via the email accounts. So that's how a collaborate board, it's very similar to bulletin board, that's how it works. Here is the time for poll. We have got 15 seconds. Wait for your teacher. The teacher can start the activity here. So this is the question, do you love Nearpod by now? And the answer, this doesn't have a right answer since it is a poll and our time is running. Yes, I'll give that yes, and I'll submit. Got it, your answer has been submitted, and here. Oh, I got one more student in my lesson. Maybe since I shared it to my Google Classroom, I have got another student there. So here is the filling the blank activity, in which the student is expected to drag and drop the right answer after the birth of twins. So the student can just drag and drop. I don't know whether the answer is right or wrong. Anyway, my thanks to Selvam Sagaya Rajsa Mariadas who has joined me in this activity. This was totally unexpected. So this is how a learner can drag and drop all those answers. And then click done to see that the teacher gets this view that only 5 out of 15 has come right. and the teacher can view answers. The student gets that message that you have got 25 out of 15 correct answers, and the student can close this. And here the teacher can move to the next activity. It's a memory test. It's very simple. The learner has to time to climb. No, this is pole. Time to climb pole. Here's pole. Okay, this is pole and this is pole. And this is time to climb and this is time to climb. This is flip grid. No, cues and cues. Flip grid and flip grid. Sway and sway. Yes, well done. You made it in 10 moves, and that's the memory test. And I got an important question there. The teacher had an important question there. Now I can see that we have 2 people in the lesson, and show the student names and everything is enabled here. Now I can show that question. What's that question? Teacher and student URL has to be given in dash activity. So it's flip grid activity. I can check my answer. Well done, you have answered the question correctly. And that's how a student can do this. So that was the end of the slide. This is how we can create a sample Nearpod lesson. We have seen it from a teacher's view as well as a student's view. Now I have got one more thing to show you. It's all about Google Classroom. Now I'll show you how a teacher can access Nearpod lesson from Google Classroom. So for that, a teacher will have to install a browser extension of Nearpod. So this is the Nearpod browser extension, and for those who do not have idea about how to install that, I'll show it here. Just click browser extension there. Chrome extension actually. So you will be taken to this Chrome store where you have the option Chrome Web Store, where you have the option to install this. Since I have already installed this extension, it shows remove from Chrome. It's here. This is Nearpod extension. And the purpose of this extension is that this is my classroom. And the purpose of this extension is when I go to classwork and try to create a classwork or an activity there, I will have an option Nearpod assignment there itself. So I can go to classroom, I can create an assignment. I have the option to create a Nearpod assignment. That will direct me to my Nearpod account, and I can set this lesson as a student based mode and add it to my classroom. So it's here, dummy Nearpod dummy lesson has been added. I can edit this assignment and I can do all those things, and I can assign it to my students, or I can schedule or save a draft of it. And that's how Nearpod can be accessed from Google Classroom with the help of the extension.
Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you like this video, feel free to subscribe my channel shammooz Gyaan Ed Tech educational tools for all. And you can also find out my video just by searching YouTube shammooz. You can search there, you can give this term there shammooz, and you can search so that it will get every videos I post there. So thank you so much once again.